All right, I'm Dr. G, and I'm about to learn some pivotal information on acupressure points for common symptoms that we suffer with from Dr. Bones. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that there's a spot in my body that when I'm anxious, I can press on and I'll be less anxious?
For sure.
Show me the spot.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
There's a few. I always say start with the head because
Okay.
it's a lot of time anxiousness is in the mind. So there's 2 points. They're bilateral on the inner canthus of the eyes. So you press into the inner canthus and then press back towards the back of your skull.
In and back.
Yeah, and then just be gentle with it. You don't got to really poke it, but just do that, and let's just take 3 deep breaths. Okay, and then slowly release and open your eyes.
Calm.
Yeah. Yeah, so that right away will just get the mind to stop. It's like hitting the pause button on the anxiety. And then a lot of times when we're in anxiousness, we're breathing really shallow. So we want to deepen our breath. And so there's this point, which people know for nausea. Oftentimes if you go on a boat or something, they'll have those bracelets. It's the same point, but this point also opens the diaphragm, and that's actually why it treats nausea.
Oh, okay.
And so whenever we do this point, so a good way to find it is it's your length of 3 fingers from the wrist crease.
Okay.
And then
Boom.
you find that point. And you should be a little tender. It's so you know how you have the 2 tendons?
Yeah.
It's in between them.
So I gotta get in between.
You gotta get in them.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
It is a little tender.
It's tender. Yeah. So then now let's do this and just take a deep breath through our diaphragm down into the low belly.
Okay.
Just one. Did you feel how that opened?
Yeah, because usually that can be tight for me.
Right.
If I'm shallow breathing without paying attention,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, so if I'm in an intense conversation or I'm feeling anxious, I love to just press on this point while I'm in the conversation and just be pressing this. So because it's keeping me into deep breath while I'm in the moment.
So you mean to tell me I could be having a conversation, and if I'm feeling anxiety, no one will ever know, I'm just pressing on this
Yeah.
mid-convo.
Mid-convo.
But they will know if I'm like, well, I wonder if here, how about this? Okay.
You'll be able to slide into it.
Yeah.
Like you'll just be able to slide into your own
You'll know
point.
the more you do this.
Yeah.
And take some belly breaths with it.
Yeah.
Easy. That's so much more subtle than doing this in mid-conversation.
Yeah, this one I feel like is like, it's the nighttime, it's time to go to bed, and maybe you're feeling a little wired, you're trying to wind down, there's a lot going on, and it's like you're alone and you're just like, what do I do? Or even if you feel really chaotic, especially if you're kind of like an ADD prone person and you
Yeah.
just feel like so many tasks are all at hand, this is just a great one to just like just stop for a second, because it also, by pressing into your eyeballs, you're sort of creating, like, you know, when you press into your eyes, how it resets the whole like mind and your vision and gets the blood flowing into the optic nerve. So then you're kind of just like, when you open your eyes again, you're in a whole new reality.
It's interesting how intuitive, when people are stressed, they go like this.
Exactly.
Right? It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
It's like our body knows, we never put it together.
Yeah.
A lot of people suffer with tight lower backs, back pain. How can we just relieve that by pressing on our body?
So one old school Qigong practice is just getting loose fists and tapping on your kidneys.
Ooh, I like this one.
Yeah.
Loose fists.
Loose fists, and just go on your kidneys and just waking up. And so even if you don't know where your kidneys are, it's pretty much where you naturally go to.
Yeah.
When you want to just tap on your low back, and then tap all the way down to the pelvic bones and the sacrum, and just go up and down, and try to get as high as you can. And then get to the sides. And then even to the side hips, the TFL area. Yeah. So that, like, right away, you're sort of moving
awakens
chi,
the back.
especially when you've been sitting down. And then a general point that is, because low back pain in Chinese medicine is very much related to the kidneys and the kidney yang and kidney qi. So there's the tonification point on the kidney channel. And that is the point that you go on the inside ankle, and directly in the middle between the tip of your inside ankle bone and your Achilles tendon, you find the center. It's kind of where the Achilles will sort of dip in the most.
Yeah, sort of.
But not
the
everybody
inside of
has
it.
that dip, so you could just find it by measuring the halfway point between tip and the Achilles.
Right.
And
Tip,
so then
Achilles.
I usually just pinch it. So I'll grab the point on the other side, which is urinary bladder channel, which that channel also goes through the low back. So I just press and hold. And so a lot of times too, I'll just kind of get both at the same time while I'm sitting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
If your lower back is especially tight,
yeah.
you can just press on. It sort of feels like you're gripping the Achilles.
You're just gripping the Achilles. Yeah.
Yeah, from the most inside and outside part.
Exactly.
You're getting a real good grip on it.
Yeah.
And
So-
you just hold this.
And just hold it and take deep breaths. And so also when you're sitting in a position like, I just sometimes do a little fold, open up the hips while I'm pressing both points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lower
I'm-
back opening
Yeah,
up.
just opening up. You could go like chest to one knee, chest to the other knee. So you're opening while you're pressing.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So we should be doing this every day because we're sitting every day
Yeah.
on the computers and just not even,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, and if you're someone that is sitting all the time, most likely your psoas is really contracted. So stretching the psoas muscle.
So I was stretching this out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about, I never had it, but in a regular period?
Yeah, so I would say across the board, it's really nuanced with what points you would do for your regular menstruation, fertility stuff. But there are 2 points that I think for any OBGYN issue, any maternal line issue, mother wound, mother issue, these are 2 powerful, powerful points. They're called the master points of the Chong meridian. So the Chong meridian is an extraordinary meridian. You know, we have the meridians associated to the organs. This is an extraordinary meridian. And this one connects and men have it too. It's just connecting your low dantian, the space just above your pelvis, to the heart and to the lips. And the idea of the Chong Mai is like our kind of our inner sort of life force that is cultivated in our low belly, having that anchored into the heart, aligned into the heart, our passion, our joy, and then our ability to speak our truth.
Nice.
And so there's a lot of stuff that's affiliated and associated with our menstruation and emotions that are stuck inside of the body. So by opening the Chong Mai, we will help really, I think, alleviate a lot of issues in the realm of fertility and just menstruation and femininity in general. And so those points are so you find the arch of your foot, and if you basically find there's like that bone kind of in the middle of the arch,
Yep, right here.
just go right in front of that bone. And it should be sensitive.
Ooh, it is. It definitely is.
So if you have your left hand on your right foot, then just use your right hand to get that same point we mentioned earlier for anxiety. Those 2 points together. So you get that's the anxiety point. It's on the pericardium channel, and then this is the spleen point.
It feels so tender on the spleen point.
Yeah. So, and this is just a really good one to breathe with in the Chong Mai because it's a front channel. You know, I know you're sort of hovering to get these 2 points together. You don't have to do them at the same time. You could do this one. Yeah, you could do this one and then move to the next one. And then I would also I'd balance it with doing both.
And you want to make sure you stand straight up for this one? Like to
keep that front channel open.
keep that front channel open?
Yeah, and really kind of breathe into that low dantian, which is the low belly. So for women, we could focus on breathing into the womb space, and for men, it would be focusing on where the womb would be if you had a womb.
The root all the way up to the heart, to the mouth.
Yeah.
Essentially saying like, what does your, like feeling your truth and speaking your truth?
Yeah. And so why this is really related to the maternal line too is that when we are babies, we connect Chong to Chong Mai with our mother, right? We are laying on when we're first born, our mother holds us here and we're connecting our Chong meridians together. And so part of growing up and sort of detangling from our own mother's energy is our journey of like separating our Chong Mai, but there's so much programming in our Chong Mai from that bond, that entanglement that we have with our parent. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's good to learn what's ours and what's been programmed inside of us and what we need to separate ourselves from.
Interesting. That would be for fertility, infertility, menstrual pains, heavy periods, all of that.
Yeah, it's definitely for all of that. And then if you all are dealing with pain in general anywhere in the body, great point to do as well is liver 3. So you go in between your big toe and your second toe, you know, right where those metatarsals merge, it forms a V. So just in like that bottom of the V.
Oh, I got it right here. This
Yeah.
one here. Ooh, it's tender too.
Yeah, liver. So that's a good one too for general pain, but it also will help with your menstrual pain as well.
Right here. This is the right spot. Like this.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Closer.
You could get a little closer. I mean, you'll feel it.
Okay. Looks good?
Yeah.
Okay, it's tender.
Yeah.
It feels good though.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I have no more pain. I feel good. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Bones, for giving us the pain codes, the emotion codes, the acupressure codes, the acupuncture codes, the fire back codes. You are the best. All the love.
All the love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc.